Hey guys, I'm Dejan Kovacevic. He's Chris Halleck. We're from DK Pittsburgh Sports. And this is Double Shot of Steelers presented by FanDuel. We're here to cover Steelers versus Vikings. We're here to cover a football game. This is way cooler.
Oh my gosh, this is better than cool. Been here for a few days already, and it's not getting old. Have been down to the Steelers, like a team bar, down to the Fitzsimmons Temple bar. You got the Vikings bar right behind us, the J.R. Mahomes.
Well, you can't see it through the 700 double-decker buses and the light rail, but it's back there. The Vikings are, they have a bar back there. I've seen a bunch of, there's been all kinds of stuff about how there aren't Vikings fans here. I think they just showed up late. I saw a bunch in arriving here this morning. There are banners. There's one right back here, actually. Dublin City welcomes the NFL game on. There are billboards. There's balloons. It's everywhere. It's an event. This isn't like something that's being hidden from the populace.
Oh, no, this is definitely not. And the thing is, like, this isn't just like a one-time thing that the Steelers and the NFL are hoping for. They're hoping that this is what Dan Rooney described today as a launching pad for future games in Ireland too. But obviously, you got to get the first one out of the way, and it doesn't just seem like this is going to be one thing that it's like they're limping into it. No, there's a lot of excitement in this city, and there has been for a few weeks now, even before all the tourists started coming over.
Now, without getting into too much, of like socioeconomics and everything else here, this city is growing, and it's growing for a lot of reasons. One, it's a great place, okay? But two, and I don't know that it's two on the list, is their neighbors across this body of water over here made a pretty significant mistake in leaving the European Union, and all of that business came over here. Like Amazon and everybody else was just like, oh, you don't want to do anything? All right, cool. We'll come over here and do business in Ireland. So they're here. This is possibly, you would think, a city that the NFL would look at when you're talking about extension. Now, it's not the biggest city, and it's not the biggest market. The entire island, I believe, has 6 million people.
Yeah.
But, 6 million is more than we got back home.
That's very true. But and again, I think that's why when we spoke with Art Rooney II today, we spoke with Dan Rooney today right after practice ended over at the Carton House, which is way west of the city. When we spoke with them, they were like, this isn't just going to be a one-time thing. This is going to be something that, whether it's us or whether it's other NFL games, we want the NFL to continue to come back. Of course, they want to play here. The Rooneys have been tied to Ireland for generations and generations. They immigrated way back in the 1840s. But, they want the NFL to be here. They want to play here when the NFL's here. But even if it's not them, they'll be happy if the NFL continues to come back.
Once upon a time, there were as many Irish on the north side of Pittsburgh as there are in these various camera shots you're seeing. The NFL has come to Ireland. Time to check out the latest odds, futures, and win totals on the FanDuel Sportsbook. If you think the Steelers are going to beat the Vikings here in Dublin, lock in your bets today. Whatever your game, FanDuel Sportsbook delivers the latest lines, futures, and specials so that you can join in all the action and become a rich man like Chris Halleck.
Oh, yeah. I've won all. No, I have not. I have not. not even close. But that doesn't mean you can't keep trying, and eventually the Darnell Washington anytime touchdown is going to hit. It might be in Croke Park on Sunday.
I'll settle for a Darnell Washington anytime target. How about a Darnell Washington anytime attach him to Broderick Jones's shoulder and have them become Siamese left side of the offensive line? I mean, listen, the Steelers flew in here this morning. They had a practice up at Carton House, and they had a chance to arrive and acclimate and all that other stuff and everything.
Tough. Yeah.
What about just switching gears to the subject of football? Because all they were going to be talking about for 24 hours leading up to the trip, and now 24 hours after being here is woo, you know?
Yeah, it's a lot. I mean, it is a lot for them because they landed at like 8:30 in the morning. Then it was like rush over to the carton house. It was get some food, take a quick nap. I think that they were actually instructed only 30 minutes, like only a 30-minute nap. And Troy Faltanu cheated and took a 2-hour nap instead.
No.
But, yeah. After sleeping the entire flight, by the way, Faltanu actually slept the entire time. So good for him on that one.
Not good.
Well,
what's he going to be like for the game?
Well, we'll see. But he said he was well rested heading into. But no, they were kind of thrust into. They were kind of thrust into. So just they were kind of thrust into the whole football thing right away because it was like hurry up and do all this stuff, and then by the way, you're practicing like right now.
Yeah.
And actually, DK Metcalf talked about it when he was addressing the media, and the big thing because certain players went to the podium, and he went there and he said it actually kind of thrust you into that whole like, okay, we're back in the football mindset, we're back in this. Now it's not thinking about like, I'm tired, I mean,
this
I've got to stay
did not
awake.
happen in London. This
Yeah.
did not. This is different than London. I'll give the Steelers credit for trying something different. As Chris reported on our website yesterday, on our app yesterday, the Steelers and the NFL, well, let's just say that the NFL was doing some arm twisting. The NFL wanted to make sure that this happened. You can paint that however it is that you want. You can use whatever terminology, but the Steelers had their arm twisted. They allowed their arm to be twisted, and they're here on a Friday.
Yeah.
Well, so are the Vikings. And I don't care what happens with the Vikings and the Browns after this. I hear that coming up now too, like, they have all this advantage. Who cares?
Right.
You know? But where this team is concerned, this practice, lively.
I mean, so there's no live music playing like there is on the south side, so that's a little different. The horn also that signals between team periods sounded way different. Like it almost sounded, it was funny, but like outside of those two things, it felt kind of like an actual practice. Now, they didn't even have helmets on, so it was more of a walkthrough type, but there was still, it was more than just a walkthrough, but it also wasn't like a full-blown, like non-padded practice or something like that. But I was paying close attention to like how are the players conversing with each other, how are they how are they going through this, and it didn't seem like guys were just going
right. Are they alert or not?
No, they actually seemed like they were awake and alert.
The part I like is the helmets off, because earlier it's not going to look like it to you now. If you look up there, you can see there's still some sun shining. Earlier, when the sun was hitting, it actually was a lot warmer. It feels like it's dropped about 30 degrees.
Very much.
Over the last couple hours.
Yeah.
But at the time the Steelers were on the field, it was warm. The last thing you want, you get off an airplane after I don't know what that is, nonstop. 7 hours would have to be
something like that.
7 hours.
DK and Chris,
Yeah.
I watch you guys every morning. I live in Barcelona.
He just took the microphone.
Apologies.
I need a name here.
Walking this way, walking the DK shots from yesterday night. That's amazing.
I need a name.
Ivan from Barcelona. That's right.
Or is it Barcelona?
It depends.
I'm trying to be like culturally correct here.
Nice.
Do you like
so
that?
How do you like Dublin?
We'd love it. We'd
Yeah,
love it. What do you
yeah.
think, Chris? Come on in here.
It's amazing. I mean, Dublin's been awesome. I've had countless pints already of Guinness, but it's been
Nice.
and it tastes way better over here than in the United States.
Yeah. Now you just came up for the game.
Yeah, meeting my dad here. He flew in from Germany. First game that I'm seeing live in person. Yeah.
Oh, really? First time you've seen the Steelers in person?
Yeah.
See, that's stuff we take for granted back
Man,
then.
I've been watching. I think now, I don't think I've missed a game the last decade. Watched every single game, and that includes the time change that we have here in Europe. So it's not always that easy, but
He did this with Matt Canada as the coordinator, everybody.
That's right.
Yeah, that's dedication.
That's right. Yeah.
Listen, have fun
Hey,
over
nice
there,
to
man.
meet you guys. Sorry for bumping in during the
It's
show.
all
You're
good.
fine.
It's all good. It's all
Can I
good.
take a quick selfie?
He can take a selfie too. We can do
right,
that as
all
well.
right.
Here.
Is this live?
Yeah, of course it's live.
All right.
All right,
Awesome.
see ya. Yeah, all right,
Awesome.
all right. We'll have more shenanigans when we come right back. Hey guys, if you're planning to see a Steelers game, use the Game Time app to get your tickets. You can snag new ticket deals before anyone
if you set it into your app alerts. The app is easy to use. No surprise fees at checkout. You can see your seat view before buying, and you're getting legit tickets delivered on time. If you're not much of a planner, you can get last-minute deals on tickets right up to the start of the event. Lowest price guaranteed, or Game Time will credit you 110% of the difference. Download the Game Time app and enter the code DK Steelers into your app profile to get $20 off your first purchase.
Welcome back to Dublin, Ireland. Our friend the Bird is here. The Bird is going to offer its picks, or pecs.
Oh my God! And you got on to me for the punny jokes.
So let's flip the script, Chris, and talk a little bit about the defense here. This, by the way, is the historic O'Connell Bridge, I should point out here before we get back to football. It goes across the River Liffey that functions as basically the middle, really the heart of Dublin. They consider it to be their defining area. Between north over there and south over there. North is kind of urban and everything a little bit modern. Not over there.
No.
It's like all castles and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
The defense.
Yeah.
Is gonna have a challenge here. It's gonna have a challenge in Justin Jefferson. It's gonna have a challenge in they just have challenges. Everybody they face gets 360 to 390 yards on them.
It's going to be a challenge. It's going to remain a challenge until this defense can prove that they can stop whoever they're facing, whether it's Justin Fields and the Jets or Carson. It doesn't matter. They have to prove it. And they're going to have their, people are going to continue to think, it's Carson Wentz. He's been a backup. He's been, whatever. No, you can't.
I don't think that about him. I mean, I just remember how good he was when he started. He looked like he was truly special when he got started in the National Football League.
Oh yeah, I mean, he was like I said, I keep saying people will forget about what happened with the Eagles because Nick Foles ended up being the hero of that team in the Super Bowl, but he was playing at an MVP level before that injury. No, he hasn't been the same guy since then. But again, he's been in the league for a long time. And he's playing for a really, really, really smart offensive coach in Kevin O'Connell. And by the way, Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison's coming back, TJ Hawkinson, they got weapons. And it's not going to be easy. This is going to be hard for the defense.
They've got weapons, but the Steelers would like to think that they have coverage weapons as well. Coverage people, I believe, is the operative term. I'm not sure exactly how this is going to play out as to who covers whom. The way everything had been ordained back at St. Vincent College, which now seems like 100 years ago, was that Jalen Ramsey was going to be that guy on everybody. I don't know that that's going to be the case here. I think there's some Darius Slay that you're going to need to put into this. Joey Porter, he's looking like he's going to come back. I know everybody's hedging on between Deshaun Elliott and Porter, but I think they're both going to be back. I don't think you bring them back as limited participants this week and then just say, see ya.
Yeah, we'll see. And Mike Tomlin, whenever he was addressing the media prior to practice, was asked about injuries. And just because we're in a different time zone and on a different side of the Atlantic Ocean, it's not changing his stance on answering questions about injuries. He's still going to say they're a partial participant in practice, and that's exactly what he said. So we'll definitely figure. We'll see what happens with Joey and with Deshaun, but. Either way, they have guys who can cover. Darius Slay can cover. Jalen Ramsey can cover. But I keep saying it, you don't want to necessarily have Jalen Ramsey be on an island with one guy because he's too versatile.
Not with that guy. No, I don't want him. I don't want anybody on an island with that guy. I'm sorry, Justin Jefferson.
No, you have to have more than one guy.
Yeah, this isn't one of those where you say let's get cute and have somebody play center field. You're going to have multiple bodies doing different things to neutralize someone of Jefferson's caliber. I happen to share your view that he is the premier
I agree. Yeah.
Wide receiver in the National Football League, with due respect to Jamar Chase.
Also fantastic.
Who I just think the world of in Cincinnati.
Yeah.
Tackle the football. How do you say tackle the football in Gaelic?
I don't know.
It's probably like something else. It probably means something else completely because they're going to think you're talking about their football.
Yeah.
Because
there is Gaelic football.
There's Gaelic football. They're going to think you're talking about tackling that. It's probably going to be one word that's like 78 letters long. But does it have to be that complicated?
No, it doesn't have to be. This team does need to get better at tackling, for sure. It's not been great. They need to get better at covering. It's not been great. The run defense did get significantly better last week. I understand, like, when you look at the final box score, you're like, no, it's not. Like, no, it did. They actually did get much better, especially in terms of stopping running backs. Now, Carson Wentz not quite as mobile, especially post-injury as Drake May, but still not a guy who you could just, he's not a statue. He's not 40-year-old Aaron Rodgers or old Ben Roethlisberger, but at the same time, you got to kind of respect what he can do, in terms of extending, but they need to stop the run, and that if you can make the Vikings one-dimensional, that will always make it a lot easier on the defense.
Yeah, I think you're going to see the Steelers make already a concerted effort in personnel. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's start. Think about personnel and putting Cole Holcomb in there. I think you're going to see other moves made as far as snap counts and who gets put out there. But ultimately, it comes down to tackling the football. Guys, we appreciate you. Make sure you download the app like our friend from Barcelona did. You're not going to want to be left out. The guy from Barcelona has the app. Email me to get the premium, the good version of the app. You don't want the other version. Download that one for free. And then I'll take care of you from there. I'll get you a really steep discount. DK at DKPittsburghSports.com is the place to find that.
How many did you do on the plane?
Oh, it never stopped. We had Wi-Fi the whole way. It was awesome. I just kept answering emails, and people were like, "Are you on the plane?" I was like, "Yeah, man, I'm on the plane."
See? There you go.
See you guys.